Kent State and Akron. We've got Akron 3.5-point home favorites, 38.5 the total. So someone's going to win their first conference game here between these two teams. These are the two winless cellar dwellers, if you will, in MAC conference play. Not only identical conference records, 0-4, but also identical straight-up records, 1-7, both of these teams. So I personally was higher on Akron coming into this season than Kent State. I mean, we knew Kent State was going to fall way off this year after last year. They lose everybody. You know, their head coach is now Deion Sanders, offensive coordinator at Colorado, Sean Lewis. He left. Quarterback's gone. Starting over in the trenches on the O-line and the D-line. Defense lost everybody or the majority of their key contributors from last year. So you knew it was going to be pretty rough for Kent State. I did expect Akron to be probably a little bit better than a 1-7 start. I really thought this team would take some strides forward. And, you know, they've been competitive in a couple of games, but I definitely thought by now you maybe would have seen this team win at least a game or two other than beating Morgan State, which is still their only win on their resume. But, you know, you look at Kent State and you look at the way they've been on the road and, you know, just been absolutely terrible the last 3 road games. 53-10 loss to Fresno, 42-17 loss to Ohio, 28-14 loss to Eastern Michigan. So those are all double-digit road losses, 3 in a row for Kent State. And they've failed to cover 5 in a row. Akron's only 1-3 against the spread, but I know for a fact Kent State has been atrocious on the road. And I still think Akron, push comes to shove, there's more upside and a higher ceiling for them going forward than this Kent State team. So I'd actually lean to the home favorite here, Akron. I'm seeing a sign that this number has come down from 4 to 3.5. I might even bet it if it hits 3, but I definitely lean Zips right now. What do you think, C-Mac?
Yeah, the hook's pretty big, I think, here. Just 2 bad teams. Man, you got to really like if you want to find an angle and bet this game. And I don't. And one thing, like you were going through, that's been a theme, obviously this is the MAC, it's just kind of the average or poor quarterback play. You know, Akron's, what's his, Undercuffler Jr., you know, it's similar. We see a lot of these guys, it seems like they all have like 5 touchdowns, 6 picks when I was going through every one of these games. I do think they're a little bit better than Kent State, not by a bunch. I kind of lean them to win the game, but I'm not going to lay it. I'm not going to do it. This was, for me, a pass.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But I definitely feel that, I just feel like Kent State on the road, to me, is a more dangerous proposition than taking Akron, even laying a little bit more than a field goal at home. And I gotta believe that if he remains the quarterback, and he is, because DJ Irons is out for the season, if it's Jeff Undercuffler again, he'll get better remember, this guy started games last year for Akron. You know, he got into a few games. Now, again, his touchdown interception ratio has to improve. As a starting quarterback here at Akron, he's got 7 touchdowns and 11 interceptions. I mean, that's got to improve. If you're Jeff Undercuffler, you can't have that kind of those kind of numbers. But I think this is now a step down. This is a bad Kent defense. Look, Kent's given up 41, 55 in some of their recent games. And it's not like Akron's defense is great, but I think this is an opportunity here for Undercuffler maybe to get things going against what's obviously definitely a bad Kent State defense in this one.